It is my pleasure to introduce Ty Lortz, who is the Executive Director of Sustainable Home Improvement Loans of Arizona, or SHILA for short. It's a nonprofit financial institution dedicated to helping Arizona contractors grow their businesses by providing homeowners with affordable financing for energy efficient home improvements. With a strong background in finance, operations, and marketing, Ty has spent his career helping businesses scale and succeed. Before leading SHILA, Ty served as CEO of AF Lortz Company, a family-owned manufacturing business, where he oversaw all aspects of operations, growing the company to 300 employees and 28 million in revenue. He also brings valuable experience as a CFO consultant, advertising small and mid-sized businesses on financial strategy and operational best practices. Ty is passionate about connecting contractors with the resources they need to close more deals, increase customer satisfaction, and drive sustainable home improvements across Arizona. His expertise and leadership make him a valuable advocate for the contracting community, ensuring they have the financial tools to succeed in today's competitive market. Ty, welcome to our forum. We are so glad you are here with us to present to some of our association leaders, and I'll go ahead and hand it over to you. Thanks.
You, Cindy, I appreciate that. That was a great introduction. In fact, I think that pretty much covers everything. I'll just see everybody. No, I do have a presentation that we're going to go into. I want to thank Director Cole for the invitation and for his team for helping to put all of this together. And I have a slideshow that we will do and work through that process. I will warn you first that when I've done this before, I have run into issues with it. So if we do have problems somewhere down the road, somebody just let me know and we'll try to address it as we go. So I'm already seeing problems because it's not letting me start the slideshow. Here we go. Slideshow. Okay, so as Cindy said, we are Sustainable Home Improvement Loans of Arizona. We are addressing a particular need in our state where contractors and homeowners don't have terrific options for financing their home improvement projects. And so SHILA kind of steps into that gap to help provide ethical, low-cost solutions for these financing issues. We're aware of all these third parties that are out there that are charging upwards of 30–40% for dealer fees and to get the rates down. We are a nonprofit, and so we're able to do things in a way that helps address those issues and help shore customers out. So we are a 501c3 financial institution. We're the first green bank in Arizona. And green bank is just a way of saying that we support sustainable home improvements. We've branched out into other areas where we not only address energy efficiency and renewable energy, but we are looking at just the overall aspect of keeping homeowners in their home where there are health and safety issues. Anything that pretty much keeps the homeowner in their home, we want to try to address with some affordable financing issues. So the benefits for the community are that we reduce energy costs. We we're trying to convert more to cost-effective clean energy. We enhance the resilience and the homeowner's quality of life. We also help contractors by giving you an option that you previously haven't had. Maybe you haven't had access to the financing that you need. We're going to be able to, and I'll discuss a little bit more how we do this, but we're going to give you access to low to moderate income, the low to moderate income market for people that previously wouldn't have been able to get through the traditional financing options that are out there. And so that helps keep you busy, create more jobs, and it helps our community with more sustainable and resilient options. So why would you partner with us? Well, from a contractor standpoint, we don't charge you dealer fees. Once the contractor registers with us, and this is for residential, once they register with us, there's no cost to you. We don't charge you for the applications that you give us. We don't tack on 30%. There is a moderate 5.49 project management fee that we will write into the loan, just be able to keep the organization sustainable and moving forward. but nothing like what is out there today. So um, the other reason is that we are able to provide approvals with less denials because we're not looking at a credit score. So we don't have a credit score minimum. We are looking at the ability to repay. And so what this means for you is that you're going to have access to more customers that have work that needs to be done, that you can be able to get financing for those people, and it's a great low cost option for them. Once we have approved the homeowner for the loan, then at that point we're going to give you a notice to proceed, and you're going to be guaranteed payment for going forward on that. One of the other things that is great for contractors is that we are working with the cities around Maricopa County specifically right now to um, find people that need help, need assistance to be able to get some work done that keeps them in their homes. We all know that we're approaching the hot season where there's going to be a lot of HVAC work that needs to be done, roofing work that needs to be done. And so as we get these referrals from the cities and they don't have contractors, we refer them out to our network. So it's a real benefit for you to join our network. We also have some ability to do some co-marketing where we have door hangers and social media and that kind of thing where we can coordinate with you about the opportunities that are being presented through the financing program that we have. We will manage the client, your homeowner, to whatever degree that you want us to. We have held a lot of hands for people that have been applying for the loans to try to get the paperwork in that needs to get in and try to help. A lot of times the people that we're dealing with are not necessarily technically savvy, so we will hold their hands as we try to get all of the necessary paperwork in place to be able to get the project moving. And the big thing is it opens up new markets for you and it helps your community. We're really thrilled about the work we've been doing so far, and that the work that's yet to come. It's a great tool for you to help your community. From the homeowner's perspective, they're going to get lower utility bills, lower insurance bills. In some cases, the work that needs to be done allows them to get insurance, period. Their quality of life is going to improve because they're going to have one less stressor in their life, making their life difficult, worried about whether in some cases, their HVAC system is going to hold out or whether their plumbing is going to hold out for another couple of months until, they are able to afford it. That's one more thing that helps them relax, helps them invest in their home. We're not looking at their credit scores. We're not looking at the amount of home equity. These are unsecured loans, and we can do loans from anywhere from $3,000 to $25,000 for basic critical home improvements. We do also, for anybody that is into solar, we do loans up to $50,000 for solar installations. Those typically are not going to LMI customers, to the low to moderate income people. But if you have access to that customer and you're trying to get those financed, I'm aware of some of the solar financers that are out there today, and I will put our program up against any others as far as just ethics and cost and everything that goes with that. So we are available for that as well. The difference for us is, as I kind of mentioned, we're stepping into the gap to help the people that don't have or are not able to get through the traditional financing system. They're people that have some disposable income that they can pay for a loan, but maybe they don't have a great credit score. And so we can help massage our way to get that credit application through and complete it. We look at the ability to repay rather than any credit score or equity that they have in their homes. We're using a pre-vetted contractor network to help prevent homeowners from getting ripped off. And so that helps all of you that are licensed and insured. And that's really what we're checking, is to make sure that your licenses are up to date and that you're insured, and that we have everything necessary to be able to get a quality contractor to the homeowner. We're going to coordinate the project for you to make sure that you're kept aware of any paperwork that we're still waiting on from you or from your customers. We will help navigate you through those processes. This is really a pretty simple process that we work through, but we do want to make sure that everything is up to snuff, and that that we have all the inspections passed that are required, and then all code is kept up to date. And we do keep up on those as well. It helps your homeowners that are rebuilding their credit when they have loans with us, because we do report the status of those loans to the credit bureau. So as they are making their payments, it helps improve their credit, rebuild their credit as they're going along. Uh, the homes are the loans are unsecured, so there's no risk in the event of the low risk that there is a default. There isn't going to be a repossession of the home, or you know whatever work might have been done on that. We don't have any liens or anything like that that we put on the homes. And then we're also, as well as everybody's aware, there's a housing crisis, not just here in Arizona, but across the nation, just from an affordability standpoint. And we just feel like it's a better solution to try to keep people in their homes by rehabilitating their homes and improving them to make them livable and energy efficient and low cost, because trying to get them out and placed somewhere else is even more difficult. So we really think that this is a good solution to try to help that problem. For eligibility, they have to be the homeowner or the direct family of the homeowner. They have to have their property tax, their mortgage, and any installment loans current. They have to be able to prove their income. So we're not working on just off of stated income. We're going to ask them to show us pay stubs and maybe tax returns or whatever the typical things that you would have to do to show your income. And then at the end of the day, we're going to look at their expenses and their income, and that make sure that they have enough disposable income to pay for the loan, because we don't want to put anybody in any financial risk by getting them loans that they have no business getting because they can't afford them. So we're going to look at all of that. Those are the people that are eligible. And then these are the kind of projects that we can finance. We have solar and sewer, water, storm resilience, roofing, a lot of weatherization, insulation, that kind of thing. There is some safety lighting that we can do, health and safety for people that are in their homes that maybe they've had some sort of mold issue that needs to be taken care of. We can address that. We are able to do disability products where somebody's become disabled or aged out in the home and they need to get the work done to make their home livable for wheelchair access and the like. We're able to finance those things. And then, obviously the big thing in Arizona is air conditioning, the HVAC system. So these are the kinds of things that we work on. We can expand that a little bit. Really, we can finance anything that isn't cosmetic. So, if somebody doesn't like the color of their house, unfortunately, we're not able to finance those projects, or they don't like the kind of cabinets that they have in their kitchen. Unless there's a safety issue with the cabinets, or there's some sort of disability modification that needs to be done with the cabinets, we can't just do it for cosmetic reasons. So those are the kinds of things that we can finance. And so if you and your association members are doing this kind of work, please keep us in mind. So just as an example how this might work, we know that we're in the middle of June, and Mrs. Smith in Maryville, she wakes up and her AC is finally given out. They've tried to hold it together with baling wire for the last 3 years, and the contractor finally says, "This isn't going to work. I can't keep this going anymore. You have to get a new unit." And so what the contractor is going to have is an option to send them to us to try to get them quick financing to get this work done. And when I talk about AC in particular, we try to turn those loans around in 24 hours as quickly as possible. And it's helping these people that are underserved in banking, don't have access, or maybe they have some issues with the credit scores. Maybe they're living on a fixed income. That seems to be a direction that we do a lot. And sometimes with what we do allow for a co-borrower. So if somebody is living on a fixed income and they maybe are having a difficulty getting their income to a place where they're able to get this loan, somebody in their family can come alongside and be a co-borrower and add to that income. And as long as their credit is, or as long as their numbers are good, then we can actually help get that loan across the finish line by having a co-borrower on there. And it's basically just co-signing on the loan. So this is what this is our website page that will have the application for the loan and for the co-signer on the loan. SHILAAZ.org is our website, and I just wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like. It's really pretty simple process, and for those that have difficulty actually applying for the loan, myself or Claudia, who's also on this call, is able to help them get the application finished and the proper paperwork uploaded and completed. It usually, just the system itself to work through the application is maybe a 15 to 20-minute process. Some of the things this is a program that's going on in other states. We have a underwriting and loan servicing partner in Florida that's been doing this for 14 years. And we've recently just brought the program to Arizona. We've helped 75% of the people that we've helped have been in the LMI category, over $35 million worth of projects that have been completed. And the default rate on these loans is less than 2%, which in many cases is less than what traditional banking is. And then we build up a contractor network that is of high quality and vetted, and make sure that everybody gets the work done to the standards that they should be. Not necessary. We did get some funding. I did want to mention that we received funding from Maricopa County Industrial Development Authority to get this program up and going. They were sold on it right away, saw that what work was being done in other states and other areas, and so they gave us the funding that we needed to get this program up and going. We have all the loan capital that we need. So really, at this stage of the game, we're just trying to publicize the program because we have the money that we need. We just need contractors and we need customers. And so the QR code that you see here, and I think we're going to be sending this presentation out afterwards, that will take you directly to the application page. What I would suggest is if you and your association members, if you're interested in signing up for this, it costs you nothing. It takes you about maybe 5 minutes to go through the application, and then you just need to upload your current license and insurance information. And then you, from that stage on, are a member of our contractor network, where we can refer people to you. And as importantly, when you have customers that need financing, you can bring them to us and we can get these done. There's no maximum income level. So if you have people that have a decently high income that still want to finance, we can work with them as well. So there's no limitations on that. There's no income minimums. There's no income maximums. We're just looking at the ability to repay and whether or not their current loans are up to date. I've looked at a lot of different financing options that are out there right now. I believe that our program, with the loans that we're offering and looking at the rates that we're offering, which, I'm sure one of your questions is going to be, what are those rates? We're anywhere between 7 and 11%. And the loan terms are anywhere from 3 to 10, depending on the work that's being done, and up to 15 for solar projects. But we believe that if you're using financing and if you need financing for your projects, we should be one of your first options that you look at. It's just a matter of getting used to the process. The people that have signed, the contractors that have signed up with us, that have worked through this, have been thrilled because of what they've seen, just how smoothly it went and how much Claudia and I stayed on top of everything and made sure that not only was the project done correctly, but you got paid as quickly as possible. So that's just an important option for this. So we would encourage everybody to sign up for this. This is what our webpage looks like for the contractors. You click on the Become a Trusted Contractor link, and it's going to take you to the application where you fill that out, or you can follow the QR code on the previous page. And then there's information. There's an FAQ on there for any questions that you might have about the program and how it relates to contractors. And that's essentially the program in a nutshell. This is Claudia and I's contact information. And I know I went through this quickly because I try to be a respecter of everybody's time, but I am happy to answer any questions that might be out there.
Thanks, Ty. Do we have any questions for Ty and Claudia?
Hi, Miss Cindy. It's Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Go ahead.
I do have a question. Ty, you mentioned a couple times that you are involved to make sure the project is done correctly. Are you also acting as a project manager or superintendent? And what is your background to have that sort of knowledge?
So, Sandy, what we do is at the early stage, we will have our underwriting team look at what is being quoted and whether or not in the case of HVAC, we want to have certain SEER ratings on the equipment that's being put in to make sure that they're energy efficient. So when I say that it's being done correctly, I mean from an energy efficiency standpoint. We are also aware in general of what pricing issues are. I have seen things kicked back from underwriting to say this we can only finance up to this dollar amount for that kind of work being done. And typically what that results in is that the contractor goes back to the homeowner and lowers the price if that's something that they can do. That is a pretty rare occurrence. We aren't doing inspections, we aren't doing anything like that, but we are making sure that the inspections are completed before you get paid, and that if there are any issues that are coming up, we help try to be kind of a liaison between everybody to try to get it completed. But we don't have the experience to go out and do inspections or reject or accept anything. We're going to do that on the front end of that project to make sure that we are aware of the materials that are being used and the work that's being done. And I haven't had anything but kicked back or kicked out, except for a couple of solar projects that were priced too high. But other than that, everything has gone through, because in general, when you're a contractor that is licensed and has a good reputation, you're going to give your customer a good deal. So that's the only thing I mean by that, is that we look at it on the front end to make sure that it matches up with what our understanding of the project should.
Thank you. I have one more quick question, team. Ty, how would you know when a permit is applicable and when a permit should be pulled? If you're working with so many different jurisdictions to ensure that your contractor preferred folks are pulling applicable permits.
That is not something that we're typically going to get involved in, other than having the communication with the contractor. So if there is a permit that needs to be pulled, we expect the contractor to understand that. We are going to ask for the inspection where applicable. And there has been things from our underwriter standpoint, honestly, where the underwriter thought that an inspection was required, but that it actually wasn't required. And so it's in some of those cases, it's just learning process, but it's all settled with communication. We will talk to the contractor. We expect the contractor is going to be communicating with their customer as well. Hey, we have to have a permit pulled on this. It usually takes this amount of time to get this work done. So it's just kind of a case by case basis. But in general, most of these projects are very small, don't require permits. In many cases, they don't require inspections. And so it hasn't been a tremendous issue for us to date.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You, Sandy, we appreciate you. Those were really good questions, and Ty, thanks for that clarification. All right, before we move on to the roundtable piece, do I have any final questions or comments for Ty?